In today's video, I'm still referring to everything music related as I love to. I decided to share another band, which I highly appreciate, with you guys together. And this exact band is a very special one. So let's begin with the video and start right away without further ado and without further talking. The band which I wanted to introduce in this special video is A Slice of Life. Perhaps you're already familiar with this band because they had in fact one 𝑒𝑔𝐃𝐀 concert, which I unfortunately missed, but I'm still looking forward to another possibility to see this special band live because I really appreciate their work. So first of all, for some general information, A Slice of Life is a Belgian band. I really must confess that I just lost my heart to all bands from Belgium. It is just impossible. It is just almost unbelievable, but they simply make the best sounds. I do have to confess this. And so they are a band from Belgium and they consist of 6 different members. 6 highly talented musicians from Belgium decided to create a new band with the name A Slice of Life. This is a Bauhaus reference, of course. When it comes to the albums, they have actually released exactly 1 album, but 1 demo EP before it. And the songs on the demo EP, I think there are 5 different ones, do also exist on the newer CD edition, which is called Restless. Perhaps you have already listened to it. If not, then please check it out. It is purely gorgeous. And I will talk about the songs right away at the end of the video. So yeah, for more information about the general atmosphere and of the band, and also some of the lyrics explained, please look at the end of the video. A fun fact about this album is that it has been released exactly 3 days after my birthday last year. It would have been the ideal birthday gift, but I just unfortunately didn't know about this band 1 year ago, unfortunately. Influential bands who have influenced the band's current musical style have been The Cure, the Sisters of Mercy, Joy Division, The Chameleons, Interpol, The Editors, David Bowie, and 𝐿𝑓. So when it comes to a genre definition, of course I'm not intending to limit anyone's artistic quality down to a genre definition or a categorization, because I'm definitely not fond of, just trying to rationalize music, which is a highly artistic process. So I'm an artist myself, so I definitely know what I'm talking about, but I still want to do some bits of genre definings to just create some playlists on YouTube for you guys when I'm starting this whole music series in the next few weeks and in the next few months. So I personally perceive that they have composed an overall well-made and well-harmonized musical composition out of those genres which we all adore and which we've all, just loved to listen to from the 80s, such as post-punk, new wave, and also gothic rock elements inside of it. Skipping to the releases and the songs, of course, so they had an album release last year, and the release is available to purchase on Bandcamp. There are only a few copies left, so if you're aiming to get one, please do so, otherwise it's gone. And they also have an unlimited variety of streaming downloads, of course, also available on Bandcamp. I will link their official website, those kinds of things, down in my description box as always for you to look at it. And also the individual songs will be listed down there. If you're deciding whether you should get a physical copy of this album, which is limited by the way, just saying, or a digital version, then I shortly want to notify you that the physical copy as a CD version has also a bonus track on it. And this bonus track is highly special. I like it a lot because I have purchased myself 1 copy of this CD, of course, and so I definitely recommend you to get the physical copy. The song is called, I hope I don't get anything wrong, I've never learned Dutch, although I speak fluently German, English and French. I just haven't learned this special language, and I am so sad that I will possibly pronounce it wrong. Possibly I should consider learning it because so many good bands coming from Belgium. So I just try. This additional bonus track is called Liefde is Oorlog. I hope I didn't get that wrong, I'm so sorry. Let's continue with the song choices. I decided to present you all of the songs from the album Restless because I just like all of them. It is just impossible to leave one song out because every one of you has a different music taste and Perhaps there is just one specific song, and if I leave this specific song out of this review, then you would possibly never get to know this band. My personal favorite song, which is called Sorrows, starts by a melancholic yet very dreamy guitar wave, which is setting the scene for the dark vocals of the lead singer. Whereas the lead singer begins with those typical dark gothic rock inspired vocals, he shows a great vocal range and a great vocal talent as well in the following chapters of this musical masterpiece. The singer's perception to show so many different vocal styles and sounds as well, which all convey different emotions, and that's what I favor so much about this song. To present another song which is called Sweet Sin. Sweet Sin is also counts as one of my favorites of this album because it also shows a great vocal talent and also a wide range of vocal expressions. It also conveys such strongly emotional guitar lines, of which I'm very fond of. Lose your heart to this song.
Sweet sin, crashed, flashed, you seduce me, made me slave, cravings driving me insane, jangling us need one more shot, vomit grants your garden nuts.
I love to talk about Life as It Is. Life as It Is fascinated me since the beginning of those marvelously played guitar lines. The desperation of losing something is conveyed and portrayed in such a strongly emotional and yet cold and harsh way. We also have a lot of occasional whispered passages when it comes to the vocal expression styles, which increase the tension of the song and also the depth of the story which is conveyed within its lyrics. The guitar elements which can be found throughout the song settle us back to the 80s post-punk scene and those typical post-punk vibes which bands such as the Chameleons had, of which I'm very fond of. And not to forget the marvelously majestic bass lines, especially we also have a solo of them towards the end of the song, so please check it out.
As I sit in my corner and think about your lies, I've nothing left to do.
So the next song which I'm going to be introducing is called Coraline. The electronical elements in the beginning of the song, followed by very melancholic, inspiring guitar lines, and also the dark vocals, creating a very special atmosphere in this song, kind of a wall of sound, which already mesmerizes us. In the first few seconds, there are a lot of guitar solos throughout the song, and they kind of always remind me of the additional perception of conveying very strong emotions concerning breaking bondings or, just bursting out of something and dissolving into the absolute liberty and freedom. So let's tune into it. The next song is called Panic Attack. Not only that I'm familiar with having panic attacks and just being overall anxious, I am favoring this song from a highly artistic perspective. I highly appreciate the guitar sounds in the beginning, which are aiming to create this kind of special tension which we're always experiencing when we are anxious, and it creates this feeling of uncertainness which this band perfectly realized in this musical masterpiece. It is in fact an overwhelmingly realistic way, especially also in collaboration with those screaming passages of the front singer, because they are filled with despair, which really does for me count as the incarnation of an anxiety attack. So it's well made and well mastered as well.
Oh my God.
love to continue with the song 𝘓𝘪. 𝘓𝘪 was actually the first song I listened to when it comes to this band, when the band got first announced for the 𝘵𝑔𝑡, so this song made me familiar with all the other songs. What I personally love about this song is that the beginning already delivers the listener in such surreal and foreign atmospherical states that we always have the feeling of dissolving into something. We have the song Marionette. Marionette really creates this kind of atmospherical vibe which we were experiencing when it comes to a person who always is seemingly pulling the strings and who always seemingly wants to dominate others. And this is exactly what feeling and emotion is conveyed throughout this special song. I am very fond of the melancholic on one side, but on the other side, yet aspiring atmosphere, which is delivered through the musical soundscapes and also the vocal parts. For some musical insights, that's it.
She cries like a marionette. She wrings my hands in my nightmare. I couldn't.
Restless Gods is another very admirable song, also because its lyrics are built up on great relevance for the world and the current development. I'm always favoring when bands are focusing on society criticism and do have an overall sense for their environment and what is happening around in the world, also when it comes to humans among each other. And this is what is perfectly portrayed in this song. It is not only referring to humans having some kind of superior state and just not feeling responsible enough for the changements in our society, the changements in our environment, in the climate, in just what is our future going to look like. It is also, on the other hand, referring to the relevance of religious and cultural beliefs sometimes take overhand and just simply ruin other people's life because of the dominance of superstitiousness or simply the fact that so many excessively religious individuals are only focusing on their beliefs that they're hardly seeking the empathy of other humans or taking a glance at just the basic concept of tolerance when it comes to other cultures and other religious beliefs. And this great terror between different religions or different just mental beliefs is mainly initiated by the fact that so many people do still believe that their personal belief is the righteous one and there doesn't exist any other valuable thought in this entire universe. So this leads to a lot of misconceptions and also to a lot of misunderstandings among people. And for this reason, A Slice of Life has called their song a true wake-up call, also to the society as a whole, but specifically to the individuals as well. Next, I'd love to continue with the song We Fight. We Fight is an absolute uplifting song. I personally perceive it is perfectly made for everyone who is struggling with confidence issues or simply struggling with the possibility to continue a special path which he or she has decided to follow. It's made for someone who doesn't regard others' opinions and doesn't regard others' influential behaviors towards this special path or the realization of a special project. So it's perfectly reflecting the strong individuality of one single person, and that's what I favor so much about this song. The guitar solos are creating an overall fantastic composition, and the drumming passages are purely majestic, so let's go for it. Next we've got Feel Like Crazy. Feel Like Crazy is the final song which I want to present, which I want to introduce in this video. In Feel Like Crazy, we discover some of the most artistically precious and beautiful soundscapes, also in a dreamy perspective. We have guitar, bass and drums and vocals which are harmonizing in such a dreamy and almost surreal way that you just have to appreciate this song. So let's begin. Finally, I'd love to show you some of the future concerts of this special band so that you can possibly get your own live experience. First of all, on the 3rd of August, some days before my birthday, we've got the summer event, we've got a festival on which A Slice of Life is playing this year, taking place in Belgium, in 𝘓𝘪𝘦. If I'm pronouncing this right, I'm so sorry. Next we've got the 5th of October, where A Slice of Life is playing in the Rock Classic Bar in Brussels. On the 23rd of November, they are playing in a special club also in Belgium, which is called 𝐿𝑗𝐾 2470. We have another event taking place in the Netherlands. So this has already been it. I hope you enjoyed my music sharing opportunity. As always, I will link everything concerning A Slice of Life down in my description box for you to look at it. Check out their marvelous album Restless, of course. Which was your favorite song? Please write it down in the comments. Yeah, I'm now off for some stewing as always. Have a marvelously gloomy day. Thousands of virtual black hearts, Sheena. See you soon in my next video, and bye for now.